You're ready, we can start.
Do I get to gavel us in? When do I get to use the gavel?
Do it.
Okay.
Do it, yes.
I call this meeting to order. The City of Merced Tax Transparency Commission, November 20th, Thursday, 2025. We'll now do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we have roll call.
Okay, agenda item C, roll call. Commissioners Chu? Garcia? Johnson?
Here.
Murphy? Flores?
Here.
I'm so sorry if I butchered this, but Takar?
Present.
Perfect. And then Vice Chair Kostecki? Okay. We do have two new members. I wanted to take a moment if you guys would like to introduce yourselves. And then we also are going to have staff members introduce themselves as well. So please go ahead. And do you need assistance with the mic? Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Felipe Rojas Flores. I'm District 2 Commissioner. First meeting here. Excited to be here and to work with everyone here.
Good evening. Oh, I feel like I hear it louder than it is. Good evening, everyone. My name is Harpreet Takar, and excited to be here on the commission as well. Thank you.
Commission members, good evening. I'm Frank Quintero. I'm the Deputy City Manager. And welcome aboard to our two new commission members. And I'm also going to share with you this evening that our board clerk, this will be her last meeting with us. Alejandra will be taking a job with another public agency, and we will miss her. And we're here to say thank you for all your years of service and being what keeps us together here at the Tax Transparency Commission meeting. And now I'm going to ask our staff members in the back if they'd please come up and introduce themselves.
Good evening, Commission. Casey Wilson, Fire Chief of the Fire Department. Thank you so much for being here this evening and willing to participate in the commission. And Alejandra, we'll miss you.
Hello, I'm Steve Stanfield. I'm the Chief of Police, and I also serve as the Contract Chief for Merced City College, too. So we have a dual role in my role, and we will miss you. But I know you have my number, so you can call anytime. Nice to meet you all.
Good evening, Commissioners. Christopher Jensen, Parks and Community Services Director. Alejandra, I'll miss you the most. Wow. And congratulations, by the way. Congratulations.
Good evening, I'm Venus Rodriguez. I'm the Finance Officer for the City of Merced, and I will see you shortly for the presentations. And of course, Alejandra, we're gonna miss you.
More than Chris?
Thank you, everyone. That was really sweet. Okay, let's move on. So Vice Chair Kostecki is not here, but Commissioner Johnson, I will have you lead the meeting. I already had everything lined out for you in the agenda. So Commissioner Johnson, I would like to remind the audience that if they wish to address the commission, they must submit a green request to speak form located at the podium in the back of the council chamber. Citizens can submit public comment to the commission electronically no later than 1 p.m. on the day of the meeting. Comments received before the deadline will be sent to the commission and will be part of the record and will be mentioned as part of the public comment portion of the agenda. Material may be emailed to cityclerk@cityofmerced.gov. Any correspondence received after 1 p.m. will be distributed to the commission and retained for the official record. Agenda item D, public comment. Commissioner Johnson, the clerk's office did not receive any electronic public comments, and there is nobody from the public in the audience. Agenda item E, consent calendar. E1, Tax Transparency Commission minutes of August 12, 2025.
Does anyone have any comments or corrections for the minutes?
Will I move to accept the minutes?
So we have a motion to approve. So the first, do we have a second? Second. Motion passes. Oh, wait, no, we have to vote.
Yes.
Please cast your votes. Cast your votes.
So,
No,
sorry,
you do that part.
I can go ahead and lead that part.
Okay, fine.
No worries. So I have a motion by Commissioner Murphy and a second by Commissioner Chu. Commissioners, please cast your vote. And the vote passes unanimously. Agenda item F, action items, F1, Measure C revenue and expense reports, September 30, 2025.
Good evening, Commissioners. In your packet, you will find the June 30th, 2025 quarterly financial report. So again, this is the first slide that I tend to show you, and it's from the inception of when Measure C first started to current. And so we do have our final numbers coming in for 24-25. So usually we get revenue way later than the time period. So tonight we will focus on the second quarter of the fiscal year, which is the April, May, and June. So we typically get those payments in July, August, and September. And so they're they come quite a bit later than the actual payments receipts come in. But for 24-25, we ended the year at $9 million for sales tax and Measure C. That's a little bit less than we had expected to come in. For this fiscal year, we increased the budget a bit by $112,000, so we're estimating 9.1 come in. We'll see if that happens, but we're hoping that we'll see a little bit of a positive number, but still it's not a large number that we're expecting as far as an increase. So this slide shows you quarter over the same time period in the previous year, so quarter over quarter. And as you can see, the second quarter of 2025, it reflects some green. So we did get some positive increase in that last quarter. It was positive by about 26,000. So again, although it was positive, it was not a lot more than the same time period in the previous year. And now that we have one full fiscal year that we can look at, I do like to give you this slide that shows every quarter for the prior fiscal year, 24-25. And although we had two very small positive bumps in the last two quarters of the year, as a whole for the year, we were still down from the previous year. So you can see we were down about $50,000, which is about 0.56%. So the major industry groups, where we are seeing it go up is in the general consumer goods, restaurants and hotels, autos and transportation. And where we're seeing it go down is fuel and service stations, business and industry, food and drugs, and building and construction. So that is the presentation, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Any questions? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve this report?
Motion to approve.
In a second?
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Murphy and a second by Commissioner Chu. Commissioners, please cast your vote. And the vote passes unanimously. Now we have agenda item F2, Measure Y revenue and expense reports, September 30, 2025.
So again, in your packets, you will find the September 30, 2025 financial report. And so this, because we collect Measure Y ourselves, we are able to give you a little bit more updated information for that report. And just to, again, go over last fiscal year. So we closed the fiscal year. We closed that a little bit over $1.6 million. But as you can see, that's still quite a bit less than we had in the previous year. And then for next year, we are estimating about the same, $1.6 million. So again, here it is quarter over quarter. So we are continuing to see declines in Measure Y tax. So you're seeing several quarters where it has gone down every quarter. So that's cumulative declines, right? So we're continuing to see that go down. I guess that was the last slide I had. So that decrease is about a $30,000 decrease there in that last quarter. And if we look at last year compared to the year before, that was also a decrease of about $172,000. So it is continuing to see declines. We're not sure when that will stop. We had hoped that we had kind of leveled out in the last couple years, but it looks like it's still continuing to decline. So I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
I have a non-related dispensary question. I'm not sure if this is the right time for it. Does
We can-
anyone
we can
in
try.
this, yeah, does anyone in this room know the status of the Old Cool Cats? Is that dispensary moving in? I think it's been stalled.
So there were delays in getting it opened, and just a lot of it had to do with funding. We recently were in contact with the proprietors actually last week. They are moving ahead with the project. You'll probably see activity, if not next month, no later than January.
Any other questions? Okay. Do I have a motion to accept this expense report? Revenue and expense.
Move to accept the report.
A second?
Okay. Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Murphy and a second by Commissioner Rojas. Commissioners, please cast your vote. And the vote passes unanimously. Agenda item G, business. G1, selection of a new chair. So we haven't had a chair since this is the first meeting that we haven't had a chair. We had District 6 serving as the chair, but he he's not in this commission anymore. We do have Commissioner Kostecki serving as the vice chair right now, and I kind of wanted to go through all the term dates for everyone, if you guys don't mind, so that you guys know when everybody's term ends, and also I'll point out who isn't here and who the most senior people are, which funny enough is the people that are not here, which I do understand was a special meeting. So Harpreet, you are serving a full term ending in January 2029. Vice Chair Allison Kostecki, she is serving a full term ending in 2027. Amelia Johnson, District 1 Commissioner, is serving a full term ending in 2028. Felipe Rojas, District 2 Commissioner, is serving a partial term ending in 2027. Commissioner Denise Murphy is serving District 3, full-time ending in 2028. Commissioner Eric Chu is District 4, and you are serving a partial term ending in 2026. And then Christina Garcia is our at-large commissioner, serving a full term ending in 2027. So Allison currently is the vice chair, and Christina Garcia, she's the most senior person in this commission. It's completely up to you guys, but I would recommend saving this to the next meeting until everybody's present and we can make a decision then. Okay.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Johnson and a second by Commissioner Murphy. Commissioners, please cast your vote. And the vote passes unanimously. Agenda item G2, request to add item to future agenda.
Commission members, this is your opportunity to ask for information concerning Measure C and Measure Y expenditures. It could come from Parks and Recreation, it could come from the Police Department, Fire Department, or Public Works relative to roads. In the past, there's been questions about equipment and acquisitions from those respective departments or the status of particular projects that were related to the expenditures, again, to Measure C and to Measure Y. So again, this is your opportunity to ask about projects, acquisitions, all related to the expenditures and the funds that come from these two respective measures.
I have a question. I wanted to know what the administration reimbursement is for, what it is. On this line item, it says administration reimbursement, $6,124. What's it for?
Is that one of our line items on?
On the agenda?
Public Works, and Measure C? And it's.
I'm so sorry, is it during the action item for Measure C?
It's on the statement two of Measure C roads. Revenue and expense report detailed by department.
Can I still answer questions if they've already?
Under Public Works, it says materials and supplies, administration reimbursement, and capital projects.
So, I'm so sorry, unfortunately, we have already passed that item. We aren't able to speak on it at the moment. But if you follow up with your question through email, we can email you back with a response. But unfortunately, we would have needed to ask that question during that item.
Just wanted a definition of what it is.
Of,
Not the amount or anything else, just what it means.
So administration costs are internal administrative costs. So administrative departments are like the city manager, finance, purchasing, city attorney's office. So it's kind of what we charge the fund for doing the work that needs to be done for that.
Thank you. That's what I expected, but I just hadn't, I wanted it defined. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we get details as to the reason why investment earnings came under projection? So it seems like, yeah, a lot of the funds haven't been spent, so I assume they're kind of sitting idle. But then theoretically, I would assume that the investment earnings would, offset the difference if, especially we're not spending the money that we should be earning interest on that money. But it seems like that came, under what was originally projected.
we can get a report to you at the
Yeah.
next meeting. Our next meeting is going to be in February. Are there any other requests? Okay, moving on to agenda item G3, commission comments. And you can take this time and comment on anything that you have seen in the city. It's really just general comments, nothing that is on the agenda, though.
I would like to comment on the busyness of all of the workers of this city working on the roads, and and all the special projects by PG&E and Race, and it's really made our lives a little more stressful trying to get around the city. And I wonder when it's going to be over, these big projects.
Okay, we are actually going to be bringing an update on street projects at the next meeting, so we can have that there. But for now, is there any other commission comments? No? Okay. Moving on to agenda item H, adjournment.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
In a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Chu and a second by Commissioner Murphy. Commissioners, please cast your vote. And the vote passes unanimously.
Being adjourned.
Good job, Commissioner.